Hello there, this is Ron Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Only women can judge a man's looks. Let's be real. Let's be real with it, man, because, we got all these conversations about looks, and that's a constant thing. And it's funny, you got men trying to say, not only trying to say what a woman likes, but, judging another man's looks, and that's some bullshit. Let's just be real, man. Let's just be real. A man constantly doing that and constantly focusing on another man's looks is some moist ass shit. All right, that's all I gotta say. Seriously. I mean, every now and then you could probably say, "Oh yeah, that guy got a certain bone structure, all that shit." No homo. But let's be real. Guys who doing it all the time, or they even got platforms where you got other men judging. Like, you got some platforms, they'll say, "Hey, send your picture, I'll tell you how you look." I was like, that's the dumbest ass thing. I mean, because first of all, it's already suspect, but then they'll try to base it on the type of man that they seen a bunch of women go for, which is a lot of celebrities and everything. But even then, that's just one type. You got to remember, women out here like a bunch of different things, right? And then even more important than that, they women. Women do not look at men the same way a heterosexual man is going to look at another man. Let me say that again. Women do not. If they feminine, they're not. Because first of all, when a woman looking at a man, part of the thing that's affecting them and making their judgment is their vaginas. Let me say that again. It ain't so much the visual part, but it's also how that man's look makes them feel. Looks, body, and everything. Now people will say, "Well, Ron, you talk about the body game," but notice I said your best version. I tell everybody, your best version. Now, yeah, there's some studies of women going crazy over, a V-taper and all of that and, super muscular. Oh, yeah, definitely. But then I've personally known some very attractive women say they like a little bit of gut on a man. Because every single woman got it. Yeah, you got some women who like, a real slim dude. But then some of them might want that totally athletic dude. But then you got something like those big dudes. Like, I've known some women. I've known several women. There's those, like, especially like voluptuous women. Especially voluptuous. When I say voluptuous, got big breasts, flat stomach, big old booty, right? Oh, I ain't say breast right. Breastises, right? And you look at the guys they get with, these some big, brawny motherfuckers. Big old cereal and a bowl eating dudes. Look like they can flip somebody. In fact, I never forget one told me that specifically. I said it to her. I said, "Yeah, you with that big old dude because he can flip you." Because she was a voluptuous woman. She was like, damn right. In fact, I've known some very slim women. They like some big old dudes, right? And that's not just the size, but faces. I've had, a lot of people talk about jawlines and everything. And that's cool. Yeah, they get something. But then I've known some dudes with totally round Charlie Brown looking faces who were tearing up some women. Or very slim faces, long faces who were tearing up some women. You know why? Because those particular women like that. They can judge a look. See, you got something weird. You got some guys, they'll tell another guy, "Oh, you ugly, you this and that." I was like, "Oh, I didn't know your vaginas was tingling." In fact, I've had some guys, every now and then I get somebody in the comments saying, like, I remember a guy, because I had said before, yeah, I've attracted some dimes. And the guy was like, "I don't see how you could attract dimes." And I said to him, "I didn't know you had a vagina." He didn't respond. Because, like I said, that's the important thing to understand. With women, yes, they visual, but they very holistic. Yes, men will look at just the face. She got a pretty face and shit. And to the detriment of many men get played because too many men don't focus on the personality. And we definitely not focus on how she make us feel, right? But women, see, when women see physicality, first of all, they ain't just looking at bone structure. Notice I say just bone structure. Yes, they looking. Yes, looks matter to them, but then also personality matters to them. His facial feature matters, but then his shoulder width matters. His arm thing matters. How big his arms are, how tall he is matters. How much fat he has on him matters. What type of clothes he has. His body posture matters. All that matters to a woman. And, they'll assign a number. Well, they don't really assign numbers. They'll weigh everything together. They look at the total package, right? And even then, it still come down to the vagina. Because I'm going to tell y'all what. Now, once again, I'm known for the body game, but it was women. I got that from women. Because I told you, I remember I wasn't working out too hard like back in the late 80s. I mean, you go to the gym, but I'd be shamming. But when I started for a job, I had to really get in great shape. It was the women who came back and said, oh, this was it, because they were looking at the body. But they felt something, they could feel something just how you smile. Seriously, a man can have the perfect bone structure, but if he don't smile or something, some women be like, nah, Or, you know what, he could have an average bone structure, but because of the look in his eyes or whatever, because women put all of that together. Like I say, when I actually talk to women, see, one thing guys got to do, actually talk to the women and actually pay attention to what they're saying. Now, I know I've done some videos talking about pay attention to their actions, but if you hear enough of them, if you deal with enough of them, and you start, I told you, I'm not joking when I say I've encountered thousands. And definitely not, dealt with them in a romantic way. So because of that, a lot of them were more honest. And they'll see different things. I've had women, and this is especially why I don't get into that thing with how the man looks. I've had women give me a picture or show me a guy, and they be like, he's gorgeous, he's all this. And, I'm like, okay, you don't look like a model. You don't look like how models look. You don't look like all of this. That's why I don't even bother with that shit. Because that's all that counts. That's all that counts. You can say what you want or what, and guys got to start paying attention to that. That's why a lot of guys thinking, well, why that guy getting it? Or even, or he must be a bad boy, all that. I was like, shit, she probably think he look good. But to her, seriously, only a woman can judge a man's looks. Dudes need to get off this shit, seriously. And I challenge anybody if you, because I'll tell you straight up. If I got to look you in the eye, I was like, you got a vagina. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to say, you got a vagina? Or are you moist? Or you just like men, period? Seriously. Seriously, man. It's like, and I'm saying all of this is guys got to get off of that thing or worrying about what another man says to them. It's like, because yeah, like I say, every now and then I get some guys try to come at me with that shit. I usually just delete the comment because YouTube be funny if I use the F word with them. So I just said, I'm only concerned about the women that I'm dealing with, how they think of me. So anyway, y'all gotta remember that because we this looks thing and men going in on each other's looks gotta stop. It gotta stop, y'all. Seriously. Let that shit go. Yeah, it's important, but you can't judge you can't see what that other woman sees. Because even with, like I said, with the stuff I talk about, I ran all this by some women. I ran it by some women. Some guys don't want to listen to it and shit, but you try and get with that woman, you need to know how she think. You know, if you're gonna engage her and stuff, shit, that's art of war stuff. You know, paraphrasing, know who you. Sun Tzu would say, "Know your enemy and know yourself." You need not fear the results of 100 battles. Now, if you're trying in seduction, know yourself and know the women. You need not fear the results of 100 seductions. And so you got to understand with women, what they see as good looking ain't going to be how a heterosexual man see it. All right? I'm very clear on it. We got to be raw with it. It's too much of this. Too many guys asking, well, actually, go to another guy's website. Actually ask a guy about it. It's like, that dude don't have a vagina. Find a woman who's going to be honest with you. Seriously. So, anyway, that's all I got for today, y'all. Peace and blessings.